Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope your day is going lovely. Thank you so much for joining me. Well, today I'm going to create a project for Paper Tray Ink, and we're using a stamp set that I think you are going to love. This is called the Birthday Your Way stamp set, and there is tons of birthdays in here, all in different fonts and styles, and then there's a lot of secondary sentiments that go with it. For example, if you are occasionally late, there is "So sorry I'm late." There is "From all of us," "To a wonderful friend," wishing you just lots and lots of secondary sentiments to go with happy birthday. I thought it would be fun to create a card with a background filled with happy birthday. So that's what we're going to do today. And we're going to be using the bold, almost distressed happy birthday here. We're going to stamp this in a rainbow of colors. And to do that, I'm going to be using my stamping positioner. I'm going to line it up, and we will go ahead and start with our first color. Now I'm going to use color sets because I want a gradient. So my first color set will be Lovely Lady in Raspberry Fizz ink. This is the light pink and then a bright fuchsia. I'll start by inking up my happy birthday first with the pink. And I'll stamp, even though this happy birthday does have a little bit of distressed markings, I'm going to double stamp it. And then I'm going to go in, let's zoom in a little bit. And then just over the bottom of the happy and on the bottom of the birthday, I'm going to add a darker ink. This is Raspberry Fizz. And you can see I'm just adding it to the very bottom. The second layer is a little tricky, but if you have a mini ink cube, I think it will work out great. And you want to try to avoid a hard line on these. You kind of want it to fade. And if you do that, bring in your finger daubers and just tap it a little bit, and it will definitely soften any hard lines that you have. So there is my happy birthday. I'm going to add a little bit more pink to my birthday. And I think that's going to work out great. I'm going to clean off my stamp, and then we're just going to repeat with different colors. So we're going to take our panel. I'm going to flip it around, make sure I can get it in here. Wonderful. And our next color, I'm going to be using Orange Zest and Pure Poppy. So we'll ink this up once more with Orange Zest. And I will stamp this here. And then over the bottom, I'm going to use my Pure Poppy to create that gradient. I'm going to flip my panel around once more. My next color set will be Limeade Ice and New Leaf. We're doing greens for this one. So our green happy birthday is done. We're going to do a couple more colors. I'm going to replace this panel with a new panel. My next color combination will be Hawaiian Shores, and then we will add a little gradient with Blueberry Sky. I love this color combination. I think those two colors are wonderful. I'm going to flip this around, and then we're going to do one more color combination. This time we're going to be using some yellows. So I have Harvest Gold and Honey Nut. And we'll stamp this. So we have 5 different happy birthdays. And I'm going to go ahead and die cut out all my happy birthdays. Now while we're die cutting, I'm also going to take my Love to Layer Scalloped Circle dies. I'm going to take the middle and the smallest. And I'm going to die cut out a circle with vellum. And I'm also going to take this smallest detail circle and I'll die cut this out with some white cardstock. And I will get my die cutting done and I'll be right back. I have all of my happy birthdays die cut out. And the nice thing about this card too that we're creating today is great for anybody, boys or girls. So I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. And now I have a panel. This panel measures 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. This is going to leave me a 1/4 inch around my card base. This is the fun part. I like to take some foam squares and put them behind my happy birthday. And I'm going to arrange these on my panel here. And we're going to fill in the entire background with our happy birthday. With my last happy birthday, I'm going to use my scissors and I'm going to trim it into 2 different pieces. And I'm going to put the happy down here. And I think that filled it in pretty well. I'm going to flip it around and using my longer scissors, I'm going to trim away the excess. And we filled this in pretty good, but sometimes if we have a little extra room, we could use the trim away pieces to fill in. But I think we're looking pretty good here. I want to put a black bold happy birthday in the middle of our circles here. So to do that, we need to do a little bit more stamping. And since these are block letters, I think a scripty sentiment is going to work out great. So I'm going to use this happy birthday here. I'm just going to bring in my stamping positioner. And I want this to be bold and black, so we'll ink this up with our true black ink. And I'm going to stamp it a few times. I'm going to go ahead and take the coordinating die. We'll line this up. And we will die cut out our happy birthday. Okay, my happy birthday is die cut out. And then I have a panel of black and white diagonal striped cardstock. This is a card front panel, so it's 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches. I'm going to take this panel, flip it around, and we're going to add this to our card base. Once we have this adhered, I'm going to take our birthday panel and then we're going to layer it. And you can see it leaves us some diagonal stripes around the edges. We'll adhere this. We have our 2 circles. We're going to layer these both together. And I think the vellum just softens it, and I didn't want to obstruct too much of my happy birthday in the background, and vellum's a great way to do that because you can see through it. I'm going to take my happy birthday, we're going to turn this around, and I'm going to add some foam squares behind here for a little bit of dimension. And then we need a little bit of sparkle on our card, so we're going to bring in some moonshine sequins. And I have some Hawaiian Shores. I have Lovely Lady. And then we are going to bring in a little bit of just the regular clear moonshine sequins. And we're going to add a little bit of sparkle in our background here. Maybe it's my glue. And I think that's just the right amount. And that will finish off my project today for paper tray ink. We are using the super fun Birthday Your Way stamp set, and then along with the coordinating die set. I think this is a great birthday card for just about anybody. I hope you enjoyed my project. I wish you a lovely day, and we will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.